Jailbreak has had 2 new supercars added to the game over the past couple of months. But how good are these supercars compared to the many other cars Jailbreak already has? That's what I'm gonna figure out in this video, where I rank all of the supercars from worst to best. Let me break down the criteria for this ranking. First off, all the vehicles need to be actual cars. Therefore, I'm not including the Volt Bike on this ranking. Second, the top speed of all these vehicles needs to be at least 200 miles per hour. And finally, I'm only counting vehicles which are valued at 500,000 or more. Now keep in mind, I'm not just ranking these vehicles based on how fast they are, so don't expect the Torpedo or the Veyron to be in first place. Make sure to like this video and let's get started. In last place we have the Torero. This is a pretty solid vehicle all around. It has pretty good stats and it looks really good. However, one big problem I have with it, and I know it's kind of a dumb issue, is that my avatar's legs always stick out from the bottom of the car. This has been an issue ever since the Torero was added, and I really wish this would get fixed. Again, I know this is a dumb issue, but it really holds me back from using this vehicle. Then we have the Macaron. While this vehicle does look incredible and it has a good top speed, the acceleration is a little bit too slow for my taste, and the speed is not as good as the other Bugattis or other supercars on this list. Therefore, I don't really find myself using this vehicle. Instead, I'll just use the faster alternatives. After that, we've got the Trailblazer. This vehicle looks really solid and it's really good for off-roading. All around, it's a really good vehicle. However, I don't find myself using this one as much because it gets really bouncy for me sometimes. Therefore, it's hard to drive as it will just bounce all over and then it will be hard to get back to the top speed. Therefore, I'm not a huge fan of it. Up next, we got the Veyron. Now, before I get a bajillion comments, I just want to say that the speed of this vehicle is nothing short of phenomenal. Obviously, it's truly incredible how fast this vehicle can go. However, I'm never going to reach this speed like 99% of the time. I prefer to use vehicles that have faster acceleration and a good top speed. And this vehicle does not have great acceleration in my opinion. Likewise, this vehicle does not look very good as it was created over 5 years ago now. Overall, as an original owner of this vehicle, I find it to be pretty overhyped and I don't find myself using it that much. Then we have the Torpedo. I have very similar things to say about this vehicle as I did with the Veyron. Obviously, the speed is fantastic, and in this case, I do think this vehicle does have good acceleration. However, it just does not look very good, and I find this vehicle to be incredibly overrated. So many people want to trade an arm and a leg for this vehicle, even though most of the time they'll never reach the fantastic top speed. Then we have the Charon. This is a really good escape vehicle from the jewelry store, so I often find myself using this vehicle when I'm being camped. It has really good stats as the acceleration is really good and the top speed is fantastic. However, the handling is a little bit off and the looks are not very good. So I'm not the biggest fan of it and I don't drive this vehicle very often normally, but I do find it very valuable as an escape tool. Then we have the M12 Molten. Now, this vehicle looks absolutely incredible. Rally Subby did an amazing job creating this vehicle, and it's definitely worthy to be the first community creation added to the game. Up next, we got the Roadster. Now, obviously, the acceleration on the Roadster is incredible. I use this vehicle all the time as a cop, as it's really easy to just jolt up to a criminal and pit maneuver them. As a criminal, it's also very good to use as it can drive around the city really quickly. Then we have the Airtail. I absolutely love this vehicle. It has really great stats, and since it fits 3 players, this is a really good vehicle for me as I often find myself playing with around 2 other people. Likewise, I think this vehicle looks really good and it's a good interpretation of the IRL counterpart. In third place, we have the Senna. Ed did an incredible job of designing this vehicle. It looks absolutely amazing and I just love the look of it so much. The stats are also quite good and I find this vehicle very fun to drive around. Overall, I don't really have much else to say about it. I just really like this vehicle all around and I don't really have any critiques on it. For our penultimate vehicle, we have the Bolide. Looks wise, this vehicle looks amazing. Rally Subby did an incredible job designing this vehicle, and stats wise, it's very similar to the Charon, but it has better handling. I use this vehicle all the time when I'm a criminal and I'm playing by myself. It's just very fun to drive and it looks amazing. But easily coming in first place is the concept car. This is without a doubt the best obtainable vehicle you can buy right now. The recent update greatly improved the stats, and now it's the best of all worlds. It looks absolutely incredible, it has absolutely fantastic acceleration, and the top speed is amazing. Also, it seats 4 people, which makes this a great vehicle for teams. I absolutely love this car, and I think it fits all of my criteria that I look for when I want a good supercar. So for me, it comes in number 1. And that's gonna be it for my ranking of all the supercars in Jailbreak. What did you think? Which supercar is your favorite? Make sure to tell me in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing for more Jailbreak rankings and other types of content in the future. Also consider joining my Roblox group, which is linked in the description, as well as joining my Discord server and following me on Twitter, though make sure you're over 13 if you're doing both of those actions. Anyways, thank you for watching and I'll see you later.